You are offered $1 million USD if you can hide a pair of car keys from the entirety of the FBI force for 7 days. Where do you hide the keys? Easy. I just keep them on my person for a few hours. Inevitably, I will lose them, and even the entirety of the FBI tearing apart my whole house won't be able to find the damn keys. Mail them to the FBI office. USPS Media Mail. USPS will deliver at postage due. A university janitor's keychain. I work security at the student center at my university. Attaching the key to my security keys is perfect. There's like 10 of them and I still don't know what they all do. They'll never take one off. Mail hundreds of decoys keys across the world to China and Russia and everywhere else that dislikes the idea of FBI agents going through their mail system. And just leave the real keys in some random bush somewhere under a rock or something. Attach them to decoy snails. Tape them on the FBI's back. The jingling will haunt them all week, and they'll never find it. Take the imprint of the keys. Melt the keys. After 7 days, use that taken imprint mold to retrieve the keys. Where do you hide the imprint? Easy, ask the CIA to hold them, those two don't share shit. This guy knows how it works. Put them in the mail, send them to an address that does not exist in a foreign country. They will come back in a few weeks, months. Send them UPS ground to your next door neighbor. That'll still take about 9 days. Duct tape it inside a Starbucks cup, drive to a part of town where tomorrow is garbage day, leave it in some random person's garbage bin by the street. Honestly, this is one of the easiest. It's brilliant. I would call their office directly with a tip on where they are, and watch them never follow up on it. It's foolproof. Does the FBI know I'm the one with the keys? If not, I'd just keep them with me and use them as my actual keys. If they do know it's me, I lock them in a box and throw it in the Delaware. You'd have better luck with the Schuylkill. Nobody is going in that water. Take a vacation abroad. FBI aren't going to be very effective where they have zero jurisdiction. I don't even need to go anywhere. I live in Canada. I would probably drive to the border just to taunt them though. I give them to my friend, who is conveniently going on a vacation with loaned money. He dead. I'll give them to my 3-year-old to hide. Good luck finding them after that. I'd tape them to my desktop and open incognito mode. Modern problems require modern solutions. Put them in a magnetic key hider, and stick them under some random 18-wheeler at the local truck stop. While the FBI is hunting for the keys, I change out the locks in the car. FBI comes screaming into my driveway with 60 seconds left on the clock, tries the keys, they don't work. FBI concludes they have lost. I get $1 million. Throw them in the ocean. Never said I have to be able to retrieve them. On the third page of Google search. Page 1 of Bing. I stick them in my printer's ink cartridges. When the printer fails to work, they will assume everything is normal. And with that $1 million, you'll almost be able to afford another set. Easy. With the bodies. If they haven't found him for 13 years, I'm fairly certain they won't find him in 7 days either. See, the thing is, a joking comment like this is legitimately something a serial killer might do, so really IDK what to think. Hide them inside a power supply, inside a PC, inside a box, inside a bag, inside a trash can, inside the side gate of an abandoned house a few blocks away. Assuming I get a day of prep time, and that I can't damage the keys to the point that they are unrecognizable. 1. Microwave the keys. Gotta fry any electronics inside of them. 2. Buy a key ring, and a heart-shaped key chain. 3. Write a time and date on the key ring, along with a phone number. Call at this date. 4. Walk up to a random person, do a small favor for them. Tell them to do a favor for someone they care about, then give them the keys, and to keep the chain going. 5. Chaotic system created. I don't know where the keys are, the FBI has to get a warrant for every person in the chain, and if the keys are lost, or thrown in the garbage? All the better. Good luck finding them. There's a small chance that the FBI will be given the keys, but I like my odds. The key opens the box with the $1 million. Hope the last person calls. Was gonna say up my but my uncle works for the FBI. I used to play a game called Where Are the Keys with my uncle, remarkably similar to what you've described. Plain sight, I pretend to use them as my real car keys. Fing easy money. I can think of several locations. Inside of my hot water storage system tank. Cut a piece of framing timber, bore a hole in it, place keys inside and secure it to another piece of framing in the roof or under the house. Take a new large candle, drill a hole in the underside, insert the keys, fill back up with the wax shavings, place it in the oven so it melts back up and wrap it back up like new. You just shared your secret to the government. Gotta think of a new one. I'll turn them into tiny little keys. Then I put those keys in a box, put that box inside another box. I'll mail that box to myself and when it arrives, I'll smash it with a hammer. Nice try FBI chief. You're not slick. PLS I only have 2 days left. Keys go in a plastic Easter egg. The Easter egg goes in your anus. It'll have to come out for you to poop, and it'll have to go back in after. You'll have to learn to do it without lube because if you always carried lube with you it might tip them off. Also, you will need to not move very fast because you might rattle. This question would have been better if the keys you hide for 7 days opens up a box for the $1 million so you can't do something insane like the first person who said, throw them in the ocean. This is Montana, where don't I hide them? This reminds me of a story. One time when we were little like under 3 my dad lost his keys. Turned the house upside down. Even tried to talk to 2 toddlers trying to figure out if we had hide them. It had just snowed. So my poor dad is outside cold miserable slowly going over the snow with a rake. My mom walks up behind him and pulls the keys out of his back pocket. They had been there the whole time. Kinda feel like going and throwing them in a snow bank or a freshly snowed parking lot that is about to be shoveled and removed. Put them in my pants. No one is ever trying to get into my pants.